back after a
little break.
Thanks storms and power outages and whatnot.
People getting wet in their cars and things of that nature.
Yeah, episode 17. 17 getting
17?
older. Yeah.
And we got a special guest back.
Oh yeah.
She's back
With a friend.
And she has a guest.
This is Coda.
2 guests. That's to make up for the week we lost.
So let's jump right into it. Brandon, start us off.
Okay, I'll start off with comic book talk. This past week, DC Comics released a book called Convergence. And if you're a comic book follower, DC's universe has been rebooted. Well, Convergence actually goes back to the previous continuity and brings back a lot of old characters, a lot of old stories that supposedly no longer exist. But they're back briefly just for 2 or 3 months for this event to follow up. But one of the biggest things that's changing in Convergence that's going to stay with the book even after the event's over with is a new Batman. In the comic book, Commissioner Gordon has been revealed to be the new Batman. He has a giant mecha robot suit, which is I guess about 7 feet tall, that he walks around Gotham, patrolling Gotham, in the absence of Batman.
Did Tony Stark build it for him?
But the thing is, though, this follows an event called Endgame, which is supposed to be the final battle between Batman and Joker. They have not revealed what happens to Bruce Wayne, but I think the issue comes out either a week or 2. When it does come out, I'll spoil it for you. But it's a big change for having, I guess, 30-ish Bruce Wayne to 60-ish Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, so it is old Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah,
It is Commissioner Gordon.
Geezer Batman.
In a mecha suit. Why not?
Maybe he's just filling in while he's gone.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
It's not like he didn't have 1 or 2 or 3 Robins he could have asked to take over.
Yeah, just a few.
Yeah, so that's the comic book news I got this week.
Okay. Okay, so I've been watching The Royals. It's new on E. It's like 5 episodes deep, I think. The 6 episodes. It comes on Sundays, and it's about the what's it called? The magistrate in England. Is that what they call it?
Magistrate, yeah.
Yeah, in England. Anyway, so there's Queen Helena, and she's cray, and then her husband, and she's cheating on him, of course. And then she's got 2 kids, Liam and Princess Eleanor, and the heir to the throne, Robert, died in the first episode, so now Liam is just realizing that he's going to have to be the king of England and trying to figure all of that out, and Elena is a crazy, druggy, skank schmabank, and she's just she's a party girl, and she's actually my favorite character. She's super fun. She don't give up. And she is, can I say boning?
Yeah.
She's boning her security guard Jasper, he's pretending to be British, but really he's American, and he's kind of a con artist. And then there's Ophelia, who is the daughter of the head of security, and she's Liam's love interest. And then Liam's ex, his name is Gemma, and she is what's considered posh, which is to be fancy pants whenever in England, the wealthy English. So there's rivalry between them 2, and it's getting cray, and I love it, and you gotta go watch it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That was 5 episodes?
Yeah.
All that happened?
That happened in 5 episodes.
And what night does it come on again?
Sundays.
What channel?
On
network?
E.
On E?
Oh, yeah, on E.
Everyone.
Okay. Matt?
All right, well, what I'm going to talk about real quick is The Flash, the episode that happened not to the last episode that came on. It was pretty good. It was the All-Star. I think they call it the All-Star Team-Up or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. The Atom was in that episode. They had a Reverse Flash, sorta, in that episode. And it was pretty good. It had some people come over from Arrow onto the show, and then they made hints. By the way, that guy that plays Atom, he played Superman.
Yep.
He
Superman
played
Returns.
Superman
Superman
Returns.
Did you
Yeah.
notice the
Yeah.
Superman reference when he was coming in? They're like, it's a
Oh,
bird.
yeah, it's a
No,
plane. Yeah,
that was my boyfriend.
that was pretty cool. So it was a pretty good episode. So Cisco, he had some spillover from when the Flash traveled forward in time or backwards in time. One of the
He traveled backwards.
he traveled backwards in time, and Wells killed him.
Yeah.
But he traveled forward in time, I guess, and No, he traveled backwards in time and erased everything.
He's just playing it out.
Yeah, so he erased everything, and Cisco started remembering that because he remembered something from another timeline,
Just let him be
and they
free.
revealed.
Be free.
Oh. So I watched The Flash this week. It was a pretty good episode. It was the all-star team up. The Atom came over from the Arrow. I thought I was going to see some shrinkage there, but they didn't show any shrinkage.
Yeah, no
None
shrinkage.
whatsoever. They even mentioned it. She said he had
Gotta
a
have
problem.
cold water for that.
Yeah. But it was a pretty good episode. You had the Bug-Eyed Bandit. What's the name of the
Bug-Eyed Bandit.
Yeah, who happened to be the young lady from The Walking Dead that died.
Beth.
Which one?
Beth.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert! Beth from The Walking Dead is now the Bug-Eyed Bandit in the DC TV universe, and that was kind of weird because so it was a pretty good episode, but the whole Bug-Eyed Bandit thing, and the thing that irked me initially, Flash was running. I'm like, why can he not outrun bees? You remember when the bees chased him down? I'm like, he can outrun bees? And then they explained it at the end, they were mechanical bees.
But still.
So, but he's the
Yeah.
Flash, though.
He's the Flash, he should be able to outrun the bees.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
I was kind of upset about that, but otherwise the show was pretty good, and I think you should watch the
Maybe he had the gout.
Yeah.
That's why he
It
was
looked
so
like he had the gout after they stung him. I'll tell you that much right now. So who's next?
Me. I'm going to talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as usual. 2 weeks ago, or this week, some big things happened. Skye has been removed from S.H.I.E.L.D. She felt like she was being targeted by the other S.H.I.E.L.D. and she's now with the other Inhumans. She's with the Inhumans camp. And you find out that her mother is still alive, even after being what we thought was dead and killed and her organs removed. Apparently, Cal, who's the father, just pieced her back together. So she must have some regenerative powers, kind of like Deadpool, where he can just reattach his limbs if they've been severed. We don't know yet. That hasn't been really explored. Let's see.
She's Deadpool.
That's going to be interesting.
Lady Deadpool.
Skye starts her training to start training her powers. She first causes an avalanche on a mountain, and with help from her mother and positive reinforcement rather than fear that S.H.I.E.L.D. was giving her, she was able to recreate the sounds from a water glass where you go along the rim and it creates the different notes. She could create the vibrations in all those water glasses and cause them to make music. So her mom pointed out, it's even though she has a destructive power, she can still make something beautiful. So that helped her. Yeah, that helped her kind of focus things on. But we also learned something about Raina. She's been hating herself. She doesn't like her transformation. She doesn't sleep at night because she has these nightmares. Well, you find out later she describes one of her nightmares of Skye being happy eating dinner with her dad, and she has daisies near her. And the end of the episode, it ends exactly like that. And the other Inhuman picks up on that, and he realizes that they're not dreams, they're visions, or she's telling the future. So that leads into that aspect. Fitz also, last week, stole the Fury's toolbox and is now trying to return it back to Coulson. And he's being tailed by two guys. I'm probably sure it's either someone outside of S.H.I.E.L.D., but it's probably two S.H.I.E.L.D. agents from the opposite S.H.I.E.L.D. And he makes contact with Coulson and Hunter, and they want him to... he's explaining to them how to shake a tail. He's like, oh, just use this and that. So I really hope they show that scene. Watch Fitz shake these two people that are supposed to be professionals.
Because he asked if there was a
hair dryer,
hand dryer in there or something like that.
So yeah, it was a good episode. I was a little disappointed though that when they showed the preview for next episode, they had a lot of clips of Avengers Age of Ultron, but they didn't really show anything from the next episode. They talked about what was going to be going on, but they didn't really show anything. So I was a little disappointed about that. But they did say in the voiceover that these next few episodes are leading up to Age of Ultron. So there's going to be a lot of things intertwining. I almost forgot. The whole point of the last episode was they discuss or tell what happened to May and how she got the name the Calvary. And that was... I expected a little more where they she took out a whole squadron of people. I was not expecting a human to be involved.
Yeah.
And it was not even the person you think it was. it was the daughter or whatever, and it just totally took you by surprise. But it also explains why she hates being called the Cavalry. She did something that she never wanted to do. It changed her. It made her feel isolated. It caused her divorce. So it was a really defining moment for her. So
That was a pretty good episode too.
Yeah, it was.
Sounds
a
like
lot
it.
of stuff.
Eric?
Well, my topic this week, as most of you know, Daredevil came out on Netflix, and let me just say, damn.
Damn.
Good.
Twice,
Like,
because the DD.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn squared. All 13 episodes, amazing. I knew it would be violent. They said it would be violent, but I had no idea it would be that violent. It was gruesome, but it was to the point, though, it was realistic.
Yeah.
And that's what did it for me. It was the
Grimy.
realism. You know, you got bones popping out, not for the sake of gore, but just for the sake of, he's not super powered, like, strength-wise. So when he hits somebody, he's really getting hurt.
Yeah.
The ninja fight scene in it.
Oh, that was
amazing.
violent. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, he gets his ass beat. Like,
I thought he was
oh
gonna
my
die.
God, yeah, and then fights the Kingpin, and the Kingpin's like, "Oh, I'm disappointed in you."
You just fought a ninja.
Yeah.
What knives?
He was being pulled on the ground by his ribs with knives in them. Like,
Kingpin, is that like a bad guy or is that like a drug pusher?
he's the main bad guy.
Yeah.
He's like a big mob boss
So
who's
both.
trying to take
Yeah.
over the city.
Okay.
And
Which he did an awesome job with the Kingpin.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
And I like the take they did on it, where he's kind of shy and awkward and doesn't know how to be in public.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome because it explains why he just suddenly snaps
And
sometimes.
his backstory.
The backstory was
Very
awesome
good.
too. Yeah.
That's cool.
I do like how they handled Daredevil's blindness in this one compared to the movie where it was just echolocation or whatever. A little like he's talking about the smells and the hearing. He can pick up on all this stuff. And I liked how they incorporated it. And I liked what he sees that's the world on fire.
Yeah.
And compared to like a bat like echolocation kind of thing. I thought that was cool.
I pretty much like that too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
then they talked about, like you said, the senses, like the nose. He could smell someone like a block away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can buy your tickets for Age of Ultron at Carmike Cinema 16.
Oh yes,
Avengers Age of Ultron.
We are planning on having a huge event for it. Premiere night, it's starting at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. If it calls on it, we'll be adding more shows. You're going to be able to dress up as costumes. The employees are dressing up as in costumes.
Black Widow.
Are you dressing up as Black Widow? As Black Widow?
Maybe.
Isn't that supposed to be like sexy? Like a
Well,
female?
what's he
What's
trying
he
to
trying to
say?
say?
Not
What's he
Is
sexy.
it like a female thing?
Yeah.
Oh, a guy can't be sexy.
Jaden Smith was
Not.
wearing
You
a
can't,
dress
a guy
last
can't
week.
be Scarlett. Can't be
I
Scarlett
don't know.
Johansson.
If you check out Facebook, look at our old premiere photos for Carmike Cinema 16.
And look at Catwoman.
Look at Catwoman.
Yeah,
That's a guy.
Catwoman.
He was getting hit on by other
He was
guys.
getting hit on
You're
by
wearing a
other
onesie?
guys. Shout out to Brandon.
Yeah.
Awkward.
So yeah, we're having a huge event. Employees are going to be dressing up. Customers are welcome to dress up. I think we might be having a costume contest premiere night. So yeah, come out.
Z107.5 is going to be giving away
Z105 is going to be
passes.
there.
Trivia
Memory
contest.
Lane Comic, Game Giant. Some other vendors are going to be there. So it's going to be a big deal. Come out, enjoy Avengers.
But more importantly,
Fun.
we're going to be there.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yes.
Come see us.
Come see us.
What time will we see it? 7, 8, 9,
9,
10?
9 o'clock?
I'm
10
seeing it
o'clock?
twice.
10 o'clock, yeah.
10 o'clock.
Okay.
Tonight.
We're going to do 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You want to have fun? Come sit with us.
10
You
o'clock
can't sit
showing.
with us.
Well, that was episode 17.
Yep.
Thanks for hanging out with us, enjoying our fun time here.
And don't forget to share this post, like the page, and win free stuff, free tickets to Carmike, and from free stuff from Seaside Silk Screening.
Cut.